Hi thinkers, welcome to the data structures in Python playlist. In this tutorial, we are going to implement the queue data structure in Python. We have already discussed the steps and how to implement the enqueue function. We will write the step 1 and step 2 in the programming in Python, right? So let's quickly move on to the Jupyter notebook here. And here the first step is to create the queue class, right? So I'm just going to type here that it is the step 1. In the step 1 we will create a class queue, right? And in this class queue, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to define a constructor to initialize the value of self.front and rear as null, right? So inside this we will pass self, and here I'm going to define self.front is equal to self.rear, right? And they both are equal to none initially because the linked list or the queue is empty, right? So I'm just going to write here queue is empty. Now in the next step we are going to create the let's create one more utility function, right? Which we will call as isEmpty function, which will actually give us the value of whether the queue is empty or not, right? That's why the name is empty. So if we are going to return true or false if the value of front, right, or the front reference is equal to null, right? So if front is null, it means that the queue is empty, so it will return true, which means that the queue is empty, right? So isEmpty is a utility function. So that's the first step. Now here I am going to create a object of queue by using queue class, right? Something like this. After doing this, what we need to do is call the enqueue function like this, and we are going to pass data 1 here, right? Now before writing the enqueue function, we will have to perform step 2 above this one, right? So step 2 is to create a node class, right? So whenever we want to insert some node inside of this queue, we will first have to define the node class, right? This node class will have a constructor. Again I will pass self, and here I'm going to write self.data, right? So it will have two values which will be self.data, and it is going to be the data, right? So to the constructor we are going to pass self and data also, so I'm going to write here data. And we have one more thing, which is the next pointer, right? And it is going to be null initially, right? Now this is the step 1 and this is the step 2. We have discussed them, right? We have the constructors ready, we have the node class ready. Now the time is to create the enqueue function, which is the step 3, right? So here remember that we will create the enqueue function inside of the queue class, right? So just make sure to leave the indentation right, or else it will give you some error, right? So in the step 3 we have to define the enqueue function, something like this. And this enqueue function is actually of the queue object, so I'm going to pass self, and it also takes the data, something like this, right? So now in the enqueue operation we have discussed, here you can see the steps, right? First we will have to define this case when the self.rear equals to null, right? Let's quickly define this case. If first of all we will assign a temporary pointer, right, or a temporary node, and we will pass the data to this node like this. And now we are going to write the case if rear or self dot rear equals to null. It means that our linked list or the queue is empty, right? If that is the case, then we are going to assign self dot front equals to self dot rear, and both of them will be equal to null, right? So it will be none. All right, so we have covered the second step 1 of this step 3 to create the enqueue class. Now what will happen if the queue is not empty? Then we will have to do these operations. We have already discussed these two steps in the previous tutorial, right? So let's define these two steps. So if this is not the case, if self.rear is not equal to null, then what we are going to do is simply we are going to say self.rear.next is going to be equal to temp, and self.rear is equal to temp, right? Two easy steps. We have discussed them here. We are assigning self.rear.next as temp, and self.rear we are reassigning the rear reference to point to the temporary node. So in this manner we can insert some elements inside the queue, right? So let's call some more, call this enqueue function some more times, like 2, and we will call again 3, right? This is the third time. And let's say we will define a print function or the display function which display the contents of the linked list, sorry, this queue which we are implementing using the linked list, right? So here we have step 3, and I'm going to define the display function here with self, right? All right, so let's define the display function which is going to display the queue. So we are going to start from self dot front, right? If front is the front of the queue, we are going to start to display the contents from front, right? So it will be 1, 2 and 3. So we will check whether the front is null. In that case, we are going to exit out of this while loop. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print the data of the front, right? So self dot front dot data. The next step is to reassign the front pointer, right? So I'm going to assign it self dot front is equals to self dot front dot next, right? So instead of changing the value of front, what we are going to do is we are going to create a temporary value, right, which we will call as temp2, because we do not want to change the front actually. So we are going to replace self dot front by temp2, something like this. So it will be temp2 dot data, and here also we have temp2 is equals to temp2 dot next, right? So this is how we are going to display the contents of this. So all right, so after running this, we are getting some error here. You can see the error is in the enqueue function on the line self.rear.next equals to temp. All right, so what is the error? None type object has no attribute next. All right, so we will have to go here in the enqueue function. All right, so I can see the error here. It is self.front equals to self.rear equals to, it should not be none, it should be type temp, right? So you can see it clearly here. It was equals to temp, and we did a mistake by assigning it to null, right? So let's again run this program, and here you can see it will display the contents of the queue. So in this manner we can insert the elements inside of the queue, and you can see how we are maintaining two variables, front and rear, and how we are assigning these references. So basically in the enqueue operation, these two steps are the only important steps, right? So in the next tutorial we are going to see how to perform dequeue operation inside of a queue data structure. So that's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.